Talk show with me, Camille.
Hi guys, I'm Latoya. Thank you guys for joining us this week again.
All right, so this month we're going to be discussing healthy living. While we're in this pandemic, we got to stay healthy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So hard because
Yeah.
I find myself snacking a lot. I like I'm having more plantain chips than usual.
I go for the coconut chips. I go for the coconut, but it has a bit of sugar in it, so I have to cut back. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never tried those. Which ones are those? Are those like the Shirley biscuit ones or no?
No, they're a little different. They're not even biscuits. They're like wafers. The coconut wafers. They're pretty good. But I get them at a Dollar Tree and they're pretty good. I like them. But I'll send you a picture later
Not
on.
promoting sugar. So we're going to be diving into our topic tonight about a healthy lifestyle. We talked about PCOS, endometriosis, infertility in men and women. So it's only fair that we continue the conversation with healthy living, So for me, I'm going to try to start drinking more water on a daily basis. Like I don't have enough water. And so I find that my skin is retaliating to that. The
I
fact that
think
I'm not having enough water.
you're supposed to be drinking half your body weight in water per day. I think my skin has definitely cleared up because I try to just keep hydrated with just water for most part, and if I do juice, I dilute it as much as I am able to tolerate it. For me, it's just like a splash of, they say give you a splash of color. So it's a splash of sweet. For me, when it comes out to juices, I don't have them too often at all. My Voldemort lately has been Red Bull. I need to stay away.
Well, now I picked
With
up this
sugar.
for the past month or so. I picked up the habit of having Canada Dry ginger ale.
I
So I've been
remember
having
having
one
that
every
one.
time I have my dinner. So now I said, no, I need to cut back and have more water because a part of healing any disease really is keeping the inflammation out of your body. And
Right.
that includes drinking water. Drinking.
You're right. So that's something that we all need to continue working on.
Yes,
Drinking water every single day.
right. So let's tell you what do you have for us tonight?
Well, as far as healthy lifestyle, exercise for me is important. Even if you do it, I will say about 3 to 4 times per week. That's like one of they say part of it is dieting and another part is exercise. Mostly dieting, of course, so what your
Yeah.
intake is. But I like the exercise. So I, for myself, push to do at least a 15 minutes workout session. I think you get up in the morning, if you get up ahead of time before work, and a lot of us are working from home right now, so you have more than enough time to add some quick 20 set crunches, whatever it is that you do or you're running. Like I like to run, I love to run. So
You do.
so
She'll
I'll
run 3, 4, 5 blocks around and around.
So I love to run. So I find that, a part of my healthy lifestyle is exercising and just trying to keep that momentum going. As I said, at least my thing is try to go for at least 3 times per week. I don't think that's a bad idea because we have life going in between. And I tend to, if I want to do it quickly, I shoot for like 10 minutes. And there's so many different workout videos on YouTube. You have 5 minute ab workout, core workout, everything. So you can do it, like if you want to not just freelance, but kind of do something that you feel like is gonna target a specific area, then go to YouTube.
Yeah, because you know what? I remember I used to run, right, when I lived closer to
Yeah.
you. And I used to go up that hill by Garden Street and come down. That hill is no joke.
It is no,
Down
I
to the
hear is
tree line and come up and go back down and come up. So it built my core. But now that I'm not running, I feel when I'm coming up the stairs to get into my apartment, I'm so lethargical. I'm tired by the time I get to the seventh or the eighth stair. So I was like,
oh,
okay, Oneash, it's time for you to get back into the groove of things up there. Because I haven't worked out since COVID started. I do some stretches, but not really working out to
working
burn
out,
that
right?
fat. And when I used to work out, I used to think better.
Mm,
So it helped
right.
me to be more alert, with my surroundings and everything. Now it's like I find that I want more meditation opposed to more working out. And that's not good. That's not my style.
You need to have a balance of both. You need
But
to balance
meditation is
both.
good. Meditation is
But
also
oh,
a part
trust
of
me, that is awesome. I
being.
discovered meditation, like really discovered meditation since COVID, and there's meditation for everything. So meditation is awesome. For those who have never tried it, try it. Okay, there's
Definitely.
meditation for a healthy lifestyle. If you don't believe it, go on YouTube.
Yeah, because you have different kind of meditation. If you want to center yourself, if you want to just get your mindset, there are different scopes of meditation. So whatever works for you, if you're listening to us around the world, whatever works for you, that's what we're encouraging you to try. And it also helps you to change your mindset and help you to develop self-discipline as well as an individual, as a person, because you start to think better about yourself. You
Right?
start to feel better about yourself, and you start saying, oh, now I probably want to do my hair. Now maybe I want to get my eyebrows shaved, because you're locked up in the house and you're like, I don't want to do anything.
Anything,
But
right, right.
yeah, because in Jamaica now they have over 3,000 cases of COVID-19. So now the government is saying it's an individual race, that people are responsible for keeping themselves safe, which is true. So it's the same thing with your workout. While you're locked up in the house, come out, take 5 minutes, like what Sawyer said, 10 minutes, and work out. Right now, we want to give shout outs to Prince Data Radio, tuning in live
Yes.
in Jamaica.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to all of our listeners. You can log on at www.princedataradio.com for more information. It says healthy living to most people means both physical and mental. And like you said, creating that functional balance in oneness. In many instances, physical and mental health are closely linked, so that a change, good or bad, in one directly affects the other. Consequently, some of the tips will include suggestions for emotional and mental health living. And their suggestions were, like we said, exercise, eating healthy, drinking more water,
Yes.
meditation, and this one says having more sex.
Okay. Okay. Well, they say release stress. So, and a part of a healthy lifestyle is to manage your stress.
Yes.
So, yeah. Hey.
Eat 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is important to remember that dinner does not have to be the largest meal. Now, I am bad at having breakfast in the morning.
Yeah, that beats me. I get up and tea person, just want tea until it's lunchtime. Yeah, that's totally me. I've tried the breakfast thing in the morning. It doesn't really work for too long. I just like a good cup of tea.
Yeah, me too. Once I have a good cup of tea in the morning, I'm all set. But doctors are saying that it's healthier for us to eat something, a granola bar or something in the morning before we start our day. And for me, I can't consume anything. I don't know if it's because growing up, we had breakfast late. My grandma would prepare
Probably,
breakfast for grandpa
yeah.
to go to the police station, but we didn't go to school until 9. So I didn't get breakfast until 9. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. And then sometimes you run out, you have morning shift, you run out to school at 7 to
Yeah,
12.
I mean, for me, it's I get up, get Khalil ready. By the time I grab him something for breakfast, I get him ready, set his breakfast. He gets it. What he has for breakfast is not what I have for breakfast. Or if I choose to have breakfast, he has just a totally different palate. But but as far as for me, like once I start getting ready for work, it's time to literally, by the time I'm done, is to get in the car, drop him off to school, go to work. And by the time I get to work, all I want is a cup of coffee. I'm not hungry, or if I was hungry before, then because of doing so many different things, I got distracted. Because you can be hungry now, but because of your distractions, you eventually just don't feel the hunger anymore. It could be, as Jamaica would say, gas pull you up. It could be that gas pull you up. So
That's
that's how we
true,
drink
because,
tea.
and that goes to show you that if we're not disciplined enough, we can become so distracted and consumed by our daily activities that we forget to do self-care for
Yes,
ourselves, because we're
that's
concerned about getting the kids to school, getting, our bags ready. Women getting dressed takes a long time to get prepared in the morning. I know I do. Going to church, going to work, whatever, getting ready to go into my office just to go across the hall takes time.
listen. I get ready. I cut out the makeup routine in the morning because that is just like a whole different beast. Just get up, wash, moisturize, and go. Put some thing on these lips and go, because I had to cut that makeup routine out of it. That was just too much.
That's a savings of money too, because makeup is very expensive. You know,
Yes.
my thing now is once my eyebrows are defined, Camille is
Ain't
out
got
the
those
door.
problems.
Yes. See, I don't have a lot of eyebrows like yours. Mine is very thin, so I have to make it up with makeup and eyebrow pencil. I have to make it up with eyebrow pencil. As women, now that we're locked up in COVID, mental health has taken a rampage. I literally spoke to one of the coaches today and she said, "Oh my God, coach, I miss you online." I said, "I am online, but I'm not as online as I used to be." And we talked for 2 hours, and she was just pouring her heart, her soul out. And I said to myself, I said, wow, that means that we're not the only ones that are concerned about our mental status. It's everybody across the board that's concerned about it.
I mean, as much as COVID is, just a really bad pandemic that hit the entire world, and a lot of people lost their life, but I think it brought awareness around, depression and, as you said, mental health overall. It brought a big awareness to that. So you'll find that there are a lot of pop-up programs here and there, or these groups, support groups for people who are suffering. Moms at home with kids. There are a lot of us haven't spent this much time in forever with our child. Maybe when they were a newborn, but you have a 6-year-old, 7-year-old. You don't spend your entire day with them, only on the weekends. Yeah, yes, you don't do it right around the clock. And then especially now that we've become teachers of our own kids, that's a whole different beast altogether. So you'll find that mental health is important. Getting support for the mental health is also important as each day goes by.
Yeah, because you find that more and more, like we said earlier, we're distracted. So we're not as focused on one, we're not zoned in on just one thing anymore. Our minds are on everything because you're in the house, so you're finding all these other things that you want to do. Like, for
Right.
instance, you want to cook by a certain time, get the kids in bed by a certain time. While you're working on the computer to get your boss work done, you're trying to get your house chores done, and you're still not done at 10, 11 o'clock at night. So, it's all about self discipline, really, to say to yourself, okay, I'm going to find 5 minutes out of my lunch hour, 10 minutes. Instead of having a chicken burger, go out and go for a run up and down your street, and then come back in and have a salad. come back in and have a slice of toast and a cup of tea instead of having 4 or 5 slices of bread with butter. Because that's what's happening. A lot of my girlfriends, they're saying, oh, I'm eating more than usual. Why? Because I'm home working. And
You're home working. Yes, it happens.
so I'm like, okay, if you're home working, here's where self-discipline comes in. When you go to the grocery store, do not buy the things that you know is gonna make you
Yes.
eat
Not
excessive.
more. Yes. You're totally correct. Do not buy the things that you know is gonna lure you into going into those cupboards. You are totally right. Like I cannot disagree with that.
Because I started to do that. I realized I was getting the Canada Dry, and I said, you know what, Camille, don't buy it. So now when I go in the grocery stores, I just pass by it. So I had to reprogram my mind altogether to say, okay, Camille, Oneash, Ismail, stop it. Because I realized I was breaking out again and I was going back to feeling the pain from the endometriosis because I'm having the acidic product.
Ah, I see. Yes.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like, okay, I need to just stick with the Eva I know, which is having water.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you can hear me
I
again.
can hear
The
you
video
loud and
seemed to be
clear.
pausing with the unstable connection.
I can hear you though. We just can't see you, but we'll wait. Remember,
Let's
this
see.
will be edited out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll edit those
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. But for me, what I do as far as snacking is that I started buying more apples. I find that when I buy the apples, the plums, and the grapes, and those are the seeded grapes, I find when I have those that they give me the sugar that I'm craving. So I
Okay.
have that and drink like a bottle of water and just keep it moving and I'll be fine. But then I have to find the right type of apples. That is the thing. Because I like my apples really crunchy and not too soft. So you have to, for me, I have to find the right type of apples. I have
Mm-hmm.
to find the right
Very
type of apples.
imperative.
I think we're
Very,
going
very
again.
imperative.
Yes.
Yeah, very imperative because I just like a certain kind of apple, just the green apples, and that's it.
Ah, you
I don't
see,
like the red ones. For some reason, they just make my teeth hurt. So I don't eat it.
I like the Gala and the Macintosh. Those two, best friends.
No. And if I could get the Jamaican apples, I'll be a happy camper because they're softer, they're sweeter,
Girl,
and it's much, to me, it's much more delicious.
it's
I'm not
much
being biased.
healthier. It's
It's much
much
healthier
healthier.
because they're freshly grown, freshly
They're
and
naturally grown, not even fresh, but just naturally grown. Nothing sprayed on them, nothing. They just they just there. You pick them, you wash them, you eat them. Done.
my dad was at the farm and he said that he's doing some cabbage and it's about time for them to, for him to reap. So I said, Dad, I just wish I could have some because it's when he showed me the video, he called me online and we were talking and he was at the farm. It's so much more greener and he didn't use any fertilizer. He just used the stuff, the natural stuff from collecting skins and peels from other houses and stuff like that to grow it.
Right.
So it's organically grown. And I was like, Dad, I'm really jealous because I have to eat something that I don't even know where it's produced.
But that's
But we live in Rome, so we have to do what the Romans do. But
you're
it's
right.
just portion, I think.
Oh yeah, it's definitely portion control. It's everything is portion control because even like for example, you look on the Asian the Asian
It's
race,
true.
right? They eat a lot of rice. You know, in dieting, they always say avoid the carbs, avoid the white rice, da, 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 da. But the Asians eat a lot of rice, but what they do it is in portions. So you'll see them with these little cups that they're eating it out
And
of.
and they don't steam their rice completely all the
Easily.
way.
Right.
They have a
Right.
little bit of water, so it looks more like a soup.
Right,
Opposed.
right, right. So it's just things to consider. Everything is done in portion, even though, they're healthy nuts, everything, your meat, the type of meat that you eat too is, everyone knows that by now that I'm pescatarian. So if you're gonna do other meat, then just do it in portions and be aware of the type of meat that you're buying and where it's coming from, so to speak.
Because nothing is being done the way how we know it, and I'm sure, if you're watching and you're in your 60s and 70s, I'm sure you can attest to it, because America wasn't always this way.
No.
You have farmers in North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, that grow fresh fruits, fresh veg, and then they ship it here to us. But I know firsthand that sometimes it takes months before it gets to our stores here. It takes weeks, opposed to you grow your own, you get it right there to just pick, wash, and eat. So we just want to encourage you again to eat healthy this month. So we're gonna push it, push it. Oh Lord.
Listen, if
Oh,
I could grow, if the weather would just cooperate with me and just stay warm all year round, I'll be fine. I'll continue to grow my own. So I love when the summer comes around, I can plant everything that I like and pick them at my own leisure.
yeah, that's true, but we don't have all that privilege here in Connecticut. Some
Right,
states
right,
have that privilege, like Texas and Florida. I
right.
saw Rosalind a couple of weeks ago. I said, please pick me some ackee and ship them. I would appreciate.
I
I would
saw a friend of mine,
appreciate it.
his Jamaican apples being grown in his backyard. I am jealous. I am so jealous in
Where?
Florida.
Please tell me where he lives. No, let me stop. So, ladies and gentlemen, if
We're
you're
having
tuning in
such.
right now, you can log on to Prince Data Radio, www.princedataradio.com in Jamaica, Canada, and the United States, as well as Central Praise on the Caribbean island as well, and Canada and the UK and the United States. Do follow our blog, www.epbreakfastclub.com, for more information. So shout outs to all of our listeners, and we really appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. So we're continuing our conversation for the next 3 minutes on healthy living. Another thing about healthy living is the products that we use, that we will continue next week, that we're going to talk about. We touched on it when we were talking about PCOS, about the sanitary napkins that we use.
Right.
Yes, and that's why you buy the expensive one. Me pay $6 for my one. I'm free for time. Buy it
Okay.
at Walmart for $6.
Buy organic, people. Just buy organic. Okay.
Mine is organic. I pay $6 for mine. Say $6, $6.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, I buy the expensive one for $12. I'm gonna reach like shit.
They're not that expensive. They're not that expensive. But before we go, I'm just gonna touch on this just a little bit. Sleep.
Yes.
I want sleep right now because I've been driving all weekend. I want sleep right now. But sleep is very important. We'll talk a little bit more about sleep next week as well. Because sleep, your body just rejuvenates itself when you are sleeping. It gives time to rest, cells rebuild. So people, tune in next week as we continue our conversation about healthy lifestyle and healthy living, what you should not do, and things that you can incorporate in your life on a daily basis.
Yes, thank you all so much for tuning in to the Empowerment Talk Show, and we will continue to bring you live and updated news. Yes, and the JLP win the elections in Jamaica. La 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 la, in Miss Kitty Boys. But me, I don't know the difference. I've been here long, so I don't even know which one. My family, I think they're all PMP, but me love greens. I think me JLP. Daddy, please don't watch this version of the show.
We definitely have something in common. Green's my favorite color, so hey.
Yes, we have a lot in common. We're the only girls.
Good.
We love curry.
Oh,
We love green. right?
Um,
And we don't
the
hang out
dis
a lot. We don't hang out a lot, so
the
it's
disc.
good we did
Listen,
so.
I've been eating so much crayfish lately. Psh, my color so change.
No, this is not nice, people. When I hear these things, curry fish, and I'm not invited to the table. Can you imagine?
I got you. I got you. I got you. I
Curry
got you. I
fish?
got you. I got
Don't
you.
worry.
I got you.
Don't worry.
Okay.
My grandaunt used to make that when she was younger. My cousins would go catch the fresh fish from the river, and then
Hmm.
they would just curry it with green mango and dumpling and banana.
Listen, I've not had that in such a long time. Oh gosh.
Green mango
You know that you
with
think about
curry
it.
fish.
I've never had green mango with curry fish, but I've not had a curry mango in such a long time.
Yes, they call it chutney in Trinidad. I haven't
Listen,
had any since last year.
listen, I'll be going to the
So
grocery store. You
please,
know, they're forever
Trinidad,
selling green
open up the
mangoes.
borders. I need a trip.
You know, they're forever selling green mangoes in our supermarket here. I think I need a trip.
Yeah, but it doesn't taste the same.
It doesn't, but what can you do when in Rome?
I know, because when you have the real authentic green mango, mm.
I come. We need to cut this. You're making me hungry.
Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we will be back for another episode on healthy living. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.